I mean, in relation to, let's say, RCTs, the observational methods, the quasi-causal methods, they get a bad rap. Why do you think that is?
So I think part of the reason for that is because of the lack of standardized template. Template's not really the right word of a standardized protocol for how to follow it. So observational methods historically can vary quite differently, and it's kind of up to the researcher and the research team of how rigorous are we going to be, thinking through things of when are certain criteria met or not met. In recent years, that gap has been closing a little bit. There's a concept known as emulating a target trial. So basically, you try to conduct the ideal RCT using observational data. So there's things you obviously can't do, like you can't randomize a patient, but you can fit a model, like use a propensity score model or use a different method. So I think part of the reason that there's been a bad rap in previous years is because of that lack of a standardized process. Whereas in an RCT, you know that patients are going to be vetted for inclusion and exclusion criteria. They're going to be randomized. It's a very That's not to say that they're without challenges. Each RCT is different. Um, I think that's where it mostly comes from. And
Mhm.
that lack of standardization can lead to biases. So a great example is if you're not careful, then in an observational study, there can be a mortal time bias if you're looking at a time to event outcome. Whereas typically that's by design, that's not as much of a problem with RCTs. Um,
Okay.